Hey everybody, Josh Valentine here, founder of Social Confidence for Life and best-selling author of The Ultimate Confidence Game. And what I wanted to do real quick is explain that there's a process that got me out of anxiety and into the point where I feel 100% confident and comfortable around anyone that I'm around. Now, yeah, that can sound very cocky or whatever, like, oh my gosh, what? Wow, I just watched a video of some dude saying that he's 100% confident or whatever and totally comfortable around anybody. But the reason why I want to bring that up front is because of my whole backstory leading up to that point. You see, I used to be this person who's filled with critical self-judgments about myself. My dad passed away when I was 14 to cancer, and I haven't seen my mom since I was 6. Now, from an early age, 6 years old, I felt like I wasn't loved. I wasn't nurtured. I had this void inside of me. I didn't know what love really was, and whatever love I had, if I ever did experience it really, it got taken away. And so I started conditioning myself to think that the world was out to get me. It's crazy, and it's like logically it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't take away the fact that that was my emotional experience. Now, most people in anxiety, they have that same underlying condition where something happened, some traumatic event happened, or maybe it was a series of smaller, emotionally intense occurrences, but over time, it hardwired this conditioning that, hey, the world is a negative place. The world is an unfriendly place. People reject you. There's nothing exciting to look forward to. And coming from that energy, I maintained that for over 15 years. I maintained that all the way through high school, through college. The way it affected me in high school was I stayed in my room, hidden. I kept telling myself, I got to focus on schoolwork. But I was really just avoiding the world, avoiding rejection, avoiding disapproval, avoiding criticism, because the world is an unfriendly place. Now, I carried that same energy with me into college until halfway through it, when I had my transition point, my epiphany, if you will, my aha moment, where I embarked on a journey to figure out how to reverse engineer confidence and then to engineer it and experience it. Because I knew at that transition point that if I did nothing to change, I was only going to feel more miserable. I was only going to keep missing out on opportunities to live fully in life. And I did not want that for the rest of my life. And so my only other option was to stop holding on to anxiety and to start figuring out what skills I need to access, who my role models are going to be, and how I'm going to guarantee that I stay accountable and take the actions required in order to break out of anxiety. And so since this journey, what I've done is I've compiled 6 levels in my best-selling book, The Ultimate Confidence Game, that really highlights the 6 steps in order to, exactly what it says, defeat anxiety and unlock your social potential. Now, social potential, meaning feeling 100% confident and comfortable no matter who you're talking to, no matter how popular that person is, no matter how wealthy or seemingly high in status, none of that really matters, or like how attractive somebody is, because that used to bother me so much. Being worried that, hey, this person is such high value and I'm over here, I'm not significant, and I carried the energy with me everywhere. It was awful. And so for the longest time, after that transition point, I had one mission in mind. I am done feeling awkward. I am done feeling embarrassed in conversations. From now on, I'm on a mission to figure out how to be totally, completely, 100% confident and comfortable. And so what I want to do is explain that there's really 3 steps. On top of those 6 levels, there's 3 main steps. The first one is you've got to have a clear confidence target in mind. What is it that you want to build? It's so easy to establish, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this about my anxiety. But what is it that you want to build? Because our actions are choices. They're building something, always. And so if we don't identify what we want to build, the confidence that we want to build, then we're just going to keep building more anxiety. So that's the first step. Now, second step is you've got to start to reverse engineer it. You got to figure out what are the levels in order to get there. Now, the whole reason why that's important is because once you know the roadmap, now you have steps that you can take. It's like you know what choices you have to make. And then the third step, so after you reverse engineer it, the third step is to gamify it. That's it. You gamify the process it's the same concept. Think about like a hobby that you really enjoy. For me, it's fitness. Now, when I go to the gym, is it uncomfortable? Yes, because I'm lifting weights. I'm exerting effort. But why do I keep going back? Well, it's because of the reward. Because I have a system set up where I'm focused on the output. If I input effort at the gym, exercise, maintain my diet, and take care of nutrition, then I'm gonna yield the output of feeling amazing, in my body, achieving the physique that I want. So whatever hobby that you like, there's a reason why you keep going back to it. It's because it works. Now, it's the same process with gamification in your journey to defeat anxiety and unlock your social potential. Once you identify what it is that you look like with a 10 out of 10 confidence, reverse engineer it. What's the roadmap to get there? Now, how do you make it fun? Because if it's not fun, we're gonna burn out. It's gotta be fun so you can keep up with it, just like going to the gym regularly or going back to, further your hobby, to enjoy your hobby. It has to be a lifestyle. All right, so those are the 3 overarching pillars. There's a 4th bonus one, and that's access mentors. Because once you have a winning system, you need some kind of mentor, to help keep you taking the smartest actions, but also be accountable. Because if we're not accountable, we're not taking the actions, then we're not going to get the output, to get to that trophy, the ultimate, confidence dream that you have, what you would look like with a 10 out of 10 confidence. So the benefit of having a mentor is that the mentor can make sure that your path is strategic and effective. And then with accountability, that person can help boost you and push you through. So you're not just trying to rely on yourself. Because let's face it, it's the same reason for me that I was stuck in anxiety for so long, because anxiety hijacked my emotions. Anxiety was leading my life. And if I didn't break out of it and get help, access to experts, mentors, confidence mentors, then it meant that my life was being dictated by anxiety, because anxiety was in control. And so I needed some kind of outside influence to help accelerate my journey through anxiety. And so all that said, those are really the elite pillars in order to defeat anxiety and unlock your social potential. Feel comfortable expressing yourself fully around anyone, no matter who they are. Now, if you want additional support, I have an upcoming webinar that is being held this Saturday, 6 November, 6 p.m. CST. So you can do the math and convert it to your time zone. And if you show up, what you're gonna get out of it is I'm gonna go into detail on what the 6 levels are between anxiety and confidence. It's the same process that I went through to break out of anxiety, and it's the same process that my clients are actively going through in order to break through anxiety as well. So if you enjoy the value that I brought here, and maybe it gave you some ideas on what you can do in order to help mitigate your anxiety, then for sure hit up that webinar. Just click the link in my bio, and if you show up, awesome. I look forward to seeing you there. All right, I'll catch you later.